Hello folks, hope you're having a good Friday. Welcome into the LEGO Let's Chat. My name is Joel Duggan. If you have not figured that out, it is the name on the channel. And it's been a couple weeks. We had to postpone last week's LEGO Chat. And it was because of technical difficulties. I ordered a cord from my Sony a6100 and they sent me the wrong one. Not Sony, but the company that I was dealing with through Amazon. Able to return it, no problem. I believe the new cord arrived an hour ago, but I have not yet opened it. Because if it is not the correct cord again, I didn't want to gloom my mood for the LEGO Let's Chat today. So, we're still using the phone. We're still using my iPhone as the camera. But you will see, hopefully by next week, an improvement in the video quality for the Let's Chat, which I'm very excited about. Which will free up my phone when I'm streaming, which is good if I have to look something up, which is nice. I'm still getting used to the new setup. I have my iPad up a lot higher. I'm going to be replacing that also next week. So we'll see what the coming weeks bring. Cosmic waves from the other end of my phone. Nice. Good to see you, Cosmic. Good to see you, Dan. Always. Oh, Boo. By the way, oh, Boo, I owe you a reply. We got your email for the Citadel Cafe, but we didn't read it because we've already talked about it on the show. You're the second person to write in with a very similar email, so but I will send you a reply myself. I appreciate you writing in though. Suncycler, good to see you. Low 88, always great to have you in. So might as well get right into it. This is set 75248, the Resistance A-wing Starfighter. This was a birthday gift from my dad. So I thought we should just continue on with the Star Wars stuff. We've done like 3 Star Wars builds in a row. I do have a 4th. I do have the X-Wing, Luke Skywalker's X-Wing, but... Oh no, there's 5. I've got the Razor Crest as well. The playset scale Razor Crest. So I don't know if we're going to deviate from Star Wars. We're probably going to take a little bit of a dip into another set. At least maybe next week we'll do something larger than this. This is only 269 pieces, so this probably won't take more than just this one stream. Ham in transit, hello, welcome in. Oh, I guess I should show off the box too. It looks like Lieutenant Connix and Snap Wexley are the minifigs. That's fun. Moving cockpit, shooting lasers in the bottom, the usual playset stuff. Nothing too crazy about the box. I keep on meaning to look at and see when these sets are released and have that information ready. Obviously, we're going to have some stickers. Yeah, it does not look like an overly complicated build. That's fine. I don't know about any of you, but I've had a long week. It's been a good week, but I feel like everything I've set out to do is just taking a lot longer than I had planned. You forgot about Omnipresence mini packs? Oh, the long week feeling too? Yeah. I don't know what it is about this time of year. Well, I know for one thing, October has just been busy on multiple fronts because of Minecraft Live. So that's been something that has added to my workload. Plus we have the extra spawn chunks stuff. There's a quarterly that we did. We've got the hangout that's tomorrow at 10 a.m. Atlantic, UTC -3. So there's a lot going on. A lot of extra stuff outside of my normal thing. I don't remember these being green in the movie. I'm trying to decide with these LEGO Let's Chats when I'm going to jump into the big sets, like the 1,000 pieces for the Razor Crest. I think it's 1,800 plus pieces for the DeLorean. I'd like to do the DeLorean soon, I think. The DeLorean feels like a really good one to do over Christmas, but I know it's going to take several weeks, so like I want to try and look at how long Optimus Prime took and then kind of like extrapolate how long I think the DeLorean might take. Plus, I think I want to order the light kits for the DeLorean, and I might wait and do that on Black Friday. But usually you have to build those, like build the light kits after you've done the model. Next week? I don't know. What do you mean, start the DeLorean next week? Oh, the Razor Crest. I'm not sure. So the 3 sets that I have yet to put together are Luke Skywalker's X-Wing, the Razor Crest from the Mandalorian, and the DeLorean. Not to be confused with the Mandalorian, but the DeLorean from Back to the Future. I'm looking forward to all 3 of them. Like, so it's hard to pick. You know what I mean? Really want to see the Razor Crest. Yeah. Yeah. It looks like a cool set. I agree. To be clear, it's not the new one. It's not the $700 Razor Crest. It's set 75292 for folks that are wondering. It's a little cheaty, but I'll do it. Hey Danny, welcome in. Good to see you. You're having a good Friday. I do need to sort out a better position for my mic for these streams. Have you thought of doing RL Craft? Yep, we discussed that one time on the Spun Chunks, and I didn't know what it was at the time, but after hearing about it, I don't have any desire. I don't play Minecraft for a survival experience. I play it for the building. For me, the survival experience is more about the auto collecting of resources and having an infrastructure to facilitate your building. But I don't play Minecraft for the realistic survival experience. Because there are other games that do it so much better. You mean you're not in it for the bees the size of a bus? No. No, I like the bees, don't get me wrong. But no, I don't play... Believe it or not, I don't play Minecraft for the realism. I play Minecraft because it's very similar to Lego, and it's a lot more accessible. I mean, we all know how Snap is going to go together, so I don't think this is any giant puzzle. But I'd say that worked out rather well. All right. Step 1. Pilot. Really cool helmet, actually. The little translucent visor. I don't remember. Did Snap actually make it? Did he survive in the films? I think he did, right? All right, looks like we're starting off with the cockpit. This is definitely a unique piece. Do y'all see that Lego is discontinuing Lego Mindstorms? That was a surprise. I mean, they're really expensive, but I thought that Lego would just kind of leave that kind of stuff in production, you know? I mean, I guess they're not going to discontinue pieces from Mindstorms that are useful in other sets. They're just that they're not going to sell the Mindstorm brand, I guess, anymore. I know that Lego sells really well for collectors, but I'm not sure how much Lego actually gets sold for, like, kits, for, like, play sets. I wonder what the data is on, like, kids preferring to play video games. All right. Now we're on to some fancy gears already. I don't think I've ever seen a piece like this. This big gray piece. Got some unique sort of holes across there. That's what made me think of Mindstorms, actually. The Mindstorms thing is sad. We taught our son, we taught a ton of young kids in 5th and 6th grade basic programming skills with it. Yeah, I wonder if that has just been replaced with applications rather than including the physical thing. And I guess if they're part of a classroom, then as long as you don't get rid of the sets, you could still reuse them as a teaching tool, right? Snap died at Exegol, but I tried to forget that film. Right. That was the last one? The most recent? Oh, thanks for the link, Cosmic. Appreciate that. For those wondering what Mindstorms is, you can go check that out. Now we're on to a different piece. It's funny, these pieces actually feel quite off-white right now. They don't feel very white to me. I'm trying to remember if the white snow speeder felt off-white when I built it. I don't remember. I don't remember making that comment. And then we get, I want to say that's a dark gray. Yeah. Episode 9, yeah. I've been meaning to rewatch the Star Wars films. I've been watching Andor. I am 1 or 2 episodes behind on Andor, so please no spoilers in chat. But I am liking it. And it's just one of those shows that I have to remind myself that it's on, you know? It's good. It's very good. And it makes me want to watch Star Wars, the films. Thinking about watching them in like a traditional episodes 1 through 9 order. I'd like to do it with somebody though. I feel like I've watched them by myself a lot, and it would be nice to, it'd be really fun if I could find somebody, like a friend that just never has never seen them, or has never paid them that much attention, you know? That could be kind of cool. The other show I'm watching right now is The Peripheral. There's a new episode of that out today, I think. I talked about that on the Citadel Cafe this week, which I'm still editing. Having some audio difficulties lately, and the editing for the show has been taking a lot longer than I anticipated. Cosmic Dancer. Oh, that wasn't you. That was... Who was it? That was... a new follow, I think. I can't see my notifications. I saw your name come up in chat, and I was like, what? It can be you if you like. You're right, Ham in Transit. Andor was slow to start, and I've been giving people that heads up. When I recommend the show, I recommended it to Johnny on last week's episode of the Citadel Cafe when we talked about Lord of the Rings. Johnny has access to Disney Plus. And so I recommended Andor, but I gave the same kind of caveat in that it is slow to start. But it works because it's a spy show, so it needs to be slow, I think, to get the information that you need and to have that kind of pace, that subtle behind the scenes, like not everything that happens in the spy world happens at a breakneck speed. Cosmic Dancer says 5,000 bits. It's me. Nice. Thank you so much, Cosmic. That's amazing. I agree, mini packs. Holy bit hype. I should change one of my bit responses that pops up on stream to like say holy bit hype. That'd be funny. I've got a couple different levels that could say different things. Yeah, we're all caught up there. This one. They're not wasting any time with this build. They're right into the shape of the fuselage of the fighter. I know my friend Garrett, I think A-wings are his favorite Resistance slash Rebel Alliance fighter. I've never, I mean, they're okay. I don't dislike them. They were fun to fly in the video games because they're so bleeding fast. Oh, that's the wrong one. Interesting that they're setting us off in these little monkey directions too. This is like the third chunk we're starting. And then that goes under here. Mini packs with 100 bits and a corgi emote. Thanks very much, mini packs. Appreciate that. I did find that subtitles had to be on sometimes for that show, Ham in Transit. I found that something about the sound mix, there's a lot of bass reverb, like a lot of humming in the background, and I find it hard to hear over the hush-hush whispers of like the spy conversations, you know? I don't know many packs. Have there not been screen notifications? There should be. They should be working. I can test them. Hold on. Should be top middle of the screen. Oh, it's okay, mini packs. These streams are the best opportunity for that. I'd rather do little troubleshooting live on a Lego stream than on like a Satisfactory stream or a Minecraft stream or something where the video game just comes to a grinding halt, you know, when I go to do something like that when I'm live. But on this, I mean, like, there's no action, you know? All right, and then it looks like this connects here. Oh, right at the back. Okay. Evil Shadow, I'm doing well, thank you. Saying earlier in the stream, it's been a good week, but it's been a busy week. No real complaints. Well, I got one. I had to skip the gym this morning. I had a lot of trouble sleeping last night, and the old 6:30 alarm came far, far, far too early, and I knew that had I gone, I just wouldn't have been able to get much out of it, so I'll move it to like tomorrow, or I'm not sure when I'm going to do it tomorrow, but like I'll move it. I'm going Sunday. I'll go on Sunday for sure, but we'll see. So that's the only disappointing thing about the week so far. I know you said Jim, but my brain heard Jin, and I was like, Jin? No. No, I did not. I did not set an alarm at 6:30 in the morning for Jin. I have friends that might, but I am not one of them. I don't really know much about Jin. I like a dirty gin martini, but that's it. There. Hey, Aldebar, how's it going? Are you a full-time streamer or you do have another job? I am a full-time content creator, and that is only something that I can say very recently. Right now, my income is split between podcasting. I do 2 podcasts, the Spawn Chunks and the Citadel Cafe. Both of those are found on any podcast platform that you want. They're both free, or you can go to the respective websites. It's just the name of the show.com. And, or joelduggan.com will find links to both of them. Oh, you love the Spawn Chunks. Thanks, Platinum. That's awesome. Appreciate that. And then Twitch and streaming is the other thing. And Twitch right now, schedule-wise, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I do fit in extra days, and I try to fit in extra days as often as I can. But I don't have a set schedule during the week, just because I do like to try to weasel in a day off sometimes. And if I start scheduling myself during the week, all of a sudden I don't have any days off. So right now I've got Tuesdays and Thursdays where I don't have anything scheduled. And then Mondays and Wednesdays are podcast days. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday are stream days. So, and streams are only half days. It's not like I work the whole day when I'm streaming. But yeah, full-time content creator as of just this summer. And I don't think I even said it out loud until September. Just because, you know, when stuff like that happens, you don't want to jinx it, you know? This is an easier angle to see what's happening with this particular build plate. And then these go together. We are well on our way to a ship. Like, that did not take very long at all. Oh, I see. Then this secures everything in place. A full-time Joel, that's me. I'm a full-time creator, I just don't have the content bit down, says Minipacks. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, like, I used to do more art and stuff, and I still do take on the odd design contract, like website design or graphic design contract. The benefit for me right now is that I get to pick and choose those contracts rather than needing to take on X amount of visual art or illustration contracts. I can now choose what projects and who I want to work with, which is a wonderful, wonderful bit of freedom that I do not take for granted. But yeah, so far it's been pretty steady, which is good. And again, I say this all the time, but I owe it to all of you, the people that are here every week or every stream, some of you, and that help with things like Patreon or donations on stream or subs or all that kind of stuff. It's a humbling experience to be a full-time content creator. I know there seems to be a lot of people out there that do it, but I've always been on the outside looking in, and so being on this side of it is it's a unique experience. We have reached the first sticker, the first decal. 5 and 1. And this is just me. I don't know if they look like they're the same green. They look kind of dark. Oh, they're pretty close. I have to get close to these. I can't see. That's 1. Or that's 5, I guess I should say. Yeah, sometimes Evil Shadow with these builds, they can come together quite quickly. Very unlikely that you all could see that, but it was quite crooked. There's lines on these stickers I'm trying to line up. This is where I always feel like it's the most riveting hashtag sarcasm part of the LEGO streams. Alright, I think that got it. And that just snaps on here. And the ship has a nose. Cosmic Dancer, 1,000 bits. Thanks so much. Bag 1 is done. Yes. I've only seen the posts on Twitter. I knew that it happened, Platinum, but I've not watched the video. Cosmic Dancer, I agree. Mini packs is full-time awesomeness. All right, so we're on the bag 2. Helicopter ride. I don't know anything about a helicopter ride. Was there a helicopter that went by here? I didn't even hear it. Lo! Thanks so much for the $10 donation. That's incredibly generous. Really appreciate that. There's a lot of big pieces for a small ship. I'm surprised. I mean, I say that as I dive into a a pile of very tiny pieces. Seems to be a pretty symmetrical build, though. Just a small thank you for a nice evening for me. Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you. I'm glad that folks enjoy these. Is it small Lego or big hands? Have we added that command yet? I feel like that big hand meme has to be something that hits the channel at some point. I feel like that what you just said, Cosmic, could be the command. Like, just, is it small Lego or is it big hands? That would make a lot of sense. Oh, there's two of these. I had that all figured out too. You guys still hear me? My mic just made a funky noise. Cool, thank you. I can't hear the music though, can you? Hold on. I'm not sure why, but iTunes and the Stream Deck do not like to play nice together. Like, I can assign a Stream Deck play pause button, tell it to only operate iTunes, and the moment that iTunes isn't the most forefront application on the desktop, the Stream Deck just stops talking to it. All I tried to do there was skip a song I didn't like. headphones on the verge of dying and the sound was cutting off, and you were thinking that it was your headphones. Sorry about that. Yeah, I do have some issues with also the Yeti X that I have for a streaming mic, and that the headphone jack in the bottom is not the best. If you jiggle the cord at all, you get a lot of static, and if it cuts out, then the cure is basically unplug the Yeti and plug it back in again, which is not... I mean, yes, it's very simple, but like, you want technology like this to perform a little bit better, you know? And by little, I mean a lot better. Strange numbers of pieces. We'll see how this all comes together. Well done, Cosmic. Well done. Is that emote part of the command? I mean, it's funny, don't get me wrong. Is that a jab for me to start making my own emotes? I do need to get on that. I was hoping to use the new iPad, but I don't think my old pencil will work with the new iPad. You bought a standalone interface for my podcasting setup with an XLR mic. So the problem for me with an XLR mic is that it just adds a lot more points of failure. It will be a better setup eventually. Which iPad did I get? It's a really good question. I didn't buy it new. It is a iPad Pro 3rd gen. I want to say it's a 3rd gen. I currently have an iPad Pro 1st gen. Aldebar says I would love to be able to use some more Joldron emotes on Twitch. Yeah, that's the other thing too. I have to remind myself that people can use them in other places beyond just my channel, and so it's a good way to promote subscriptions and all that kind of stuff. Well, that feels more stable now. Cool. Flip her over. Oh, we're right into these little bits. I need 2 of these. Both of these. These 2 and these 2. Yeah, the 3rd only works with the pen too. Yeah, exactly. So I have the first pen, the Apple Pencil, but I'm gonna have to go with another one. See, here's the thing. I bought this 1st gen iPad with the idea of doing more artwork. And then my professional life moved heavily into podcasting and streaming. So I have not really done any artwork on this iPad. I had also purchased the iPad with the idea of taking it to cafes and being able to have digital drawing available to me when I'm out at a cafe. And then a month later, COVID hit. And I don't think I've been to a cafe more than twice since. So, that's where I ended up with that. Would you do a sub-goal target thing for an art stream? Yeah, I could do that. That's definitely on the list. That's a good idea, actually. The only problem with an art stream is that I have to be careful because I have to do a test. I'd have to do a little bit of a test on my own because I don't feel that my Mac, which is where I would have to stream the art stream from, would be up to the task. I'm having a lot of problems with the Mac lately. Where do these go? Oh, interesting. I'm not sure if you can see. There's this little clip here at the bottom, and these are actually going to go and rest in between there, so they don't actually attach to anything yet. Huh. And then this holds them in place. So they're just loosely in there. Huh. If you set a goal at 700, I can make it happen. What I appreciate that, mini packs. I will have to think about a new goal. The thing is, like, a lot of the subs right now are gift subs, so it's not a straight up reflection of the number of actual returning subscribers. So I'll leave it at 500 for November as well. You'll see that number change dramatically when the month rolls over. Cosmic and mini packs. I can smell the plot thickening, you two, which I very much appreciate. But yeah, the current sub goal is the Lego stuff, or just like a nameless bonus stream. And I need to not forget that. Like we have to do a bonus stream for October, because we hit the goal in October. And I'd like to do something other than art. Like I'd like to do something. I think I said a different game. We'd stream a different game. I was thinking about Cozy Grove, but I'm not sure if that's like a decent stream length or if that would end up being too short. I mean, it's an ongoing game, but I feel like the sessions are meant to be played in shorter stints, from what I've learned. My guess is this is the cockpit we're working on now. The canopy. I didn't look too closely at the box. I wonder how they do the jets, like the engines on the back of this. So a Halloween-related game or any in general? Not looking to do a Halloween-related game. I don't do horror games. Cult of Lamb would be in that realm of something I might try. I'm not a big roguelike person, but Cult of Lamb looks like it's a mix of roguelike and something else. Cosmic, I know you like Cult of Lamb. Is this like the other one with the bit for the top guy? I don't know what you mean, Cosmic. Starting to think that Raft may be your Christmas game this year. So I've heard of Raft. I know that Skizzleman was playing Raft, and I've seen LeigerGaming playing Raft, but I didn't like actually tune into the stream to see what it was like. I'm guessing it's just another crafting survival game. I really like when they add these nice sharp looking plates to everything. Really cool. One of those, two of those, two of those. Out of context joke. And then you mentioned Cult of Lamb and I got distracted. Oh, I see. Stickers. That looks really slick. The two plates lining up like that. So this goes on this piece. Seen a few streamer friends play Raft, and all I can remember is how the players move funny. Yeah, I don't know. I tried. See, I'm not a big survival game person. I tried The Long Dark. My friend Hannah recommended that to me a long time ago, and it was on Xbox Game Pass, and so I gave it a go the other day for, I don't know, a few hours, maybe 2 hours, and I just found it very slow and tedious. Break time when you're ready. Thanks, Cosmic. Much appreciated. Matter of fact, before we get into the green pieces, I think we will take that break right now. Folks, if you're new to the channel, I take a break once an hour. Just gives me a chance to fill up my coffee cup and grab a little bit of a stretch. You should too. Grab a snack, grab a friend. We'll be back in about 5 or 6 minutes. Thanks for that link, Cosmic. I could not remember the command for the Nerd Die store. And Lo, I noticed you joined the Discord. That's amazing. Welcome in. Good to see you over there. Oh, it's all good. I mute all of my Discords too. I only engage when I have the time. Otherwise, it's just one more thing dinging at me in my pocket, you know? My phone just always going off. After being, you know, an entrepreneur working from home for so long, one of the things that I learned a long time ago was to be very selective with what notifications I get, you know, what notifications I turn on. Very interesting they leave that one stud showing on this particular. I wonder if that's where the canopy attaches, maybe. There's some subtle angles here on the ship that I quite like. Some different ridges through here, rather than having it be all completely smooth. More stickers. I need this one. And sticker number 4. Or one of the stickers from number 4. At least with these, it's pretty clear that you're supposed to put it on from the tip of the piece. I'm always worried I'm going to tear these long ones. Deja vu. Was looking at some good engineering games for you, and I recommend Besiege. It's a game where you make siege weapons and fight through the levels. That sounds interesting. One of the things that I would like to do is try to play something that's new. I find a lot of the games that I'm interested in, they've kind of passed their hype, you know. Still good games, but like I want to try and find something, and I don't mind buying something new. I mean, I certainly have the support to do so. So I've been looking on Steam, and I've been looking on Epic, and also watching Xbox Game Pass, because of course I've got Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which means I have access to games on PC. And I'm trying to find something that might be new that's coming out that I could try. And I'd like to try to find something that has the potential to be more than just like a 1 or 2 stream event. Like I'd like to try to find something that I could stream for a few weeks, you know. Oh, we've got a crinkle. Emergency. Abort. Thou shalt not crinkle decals. It's a little strange that these are not connected, unless I missed a step. Nope. Nope, looks like we're on the up and up. Lo says, yeah, I've got 2 different email accounts. One for real people, which gets pushed to my phone, and the other for unimportant accounts, which is only on my tablet laptop. Yeah, that makes sense. I keep all of my accounts except for... Can't remember which one I don't have on my phone. My main Gmail and then both podcasts go to my phone. Oh, it's my old publishing company. That email does not go to my phone. Never did. See if I can pronounce this. Renewal Wen? I won't pronounce that right. I'm glad that we've got a stream that you can tune into and chill out with. Hi, Peppa. How's it going? We'll keep it to English only if that's okay. So Besiege does sound interesting, Platinum. I was looking at one called Chivalry 2, but it seems kind of violent, and not that I'm against a violent game, but it doesn't seem like there's much of a story or much of a... It just felt like a slog, you know. It felt like more of an experience than a game, you know. Like we're on to another piece. Oh wow. Go on here. Yes, it's an English stream. That's why English is the tag on the stream, Peppa. I don't know what this is. Maybe the console? No, it's bigger than that. Nope. Getting ahead of myself. I used to speak a little French, says Obu. I still understand bits and pieces. Out of curiosity, Joel, how common is English-French bilingualism in your area? In my area, it's pretty much English. In New Brunswick and some parts of Nova Scotia, being bilingual is more frequent. Quebec, of course, is completely, if not entirely French, then it's certainly bilingual in a lot of places. And then the farther west you go, I think the less French you run into in Canada. That's anecdotal, though. I've never really spent much time out there. And I personally don't speak French. I understand a little bit, but not very much. My joke is always that I know Warner Brothers French. Les help, les ape, les skunk de pew. That's about it. And unfortunately, it's just because French in school was not fun. It was not a language learning class. It was like conjugating verbs and boring stuff. And unfortunately, there was kids in French class when I was growing up that were just troublemakers. So the teachers didn't really teach very much. They ended up just babysitting, which again made it no fun for the kids that were actually there to learn. This is a chunky piece of kit. I'm kind of curious as to what this is going to be. Oh, it is the back. Okay. So maybe this is my answer to, like, what do the engines look like? This is an interesting little piece, the little kind of mustard colored grill. I do like the green and the gold. I think it's kind of cool. That is why I didn't select French as my second language, foreign language after English. Selected Latin instead because you don't need to speak it. Hello. I mean, Latin is something that would be kind of cool and useful to have too. I imagine for a lot of my viewers in the US that Spanish is a second language. If they've put any time into a second language, that would be my guess. So that's where this very special kind of like cockpit piece comes in, is that that's how they extend the I guess this would be like the bow of the ship, and then this is technically the fuselage, I guess. It's very cool. I do like the shape of the A-wing. I just find that the X-wings are so much more iconic, right? So when I think Star Wars, I think more X-wing TIE fighter, as I think most people probably do. Although I really wish they had a new B-wing set for Star Wars, because that's one of my favorite ships. The B-wing set is very cool. Looks like we got some spare bits. Put those aside. And we're on to bag 3. Well, if I said anything about big pieces earlier, I take it back. Cosmic Dancer with 1,000 bits. Bag 2 done hype. Thanks so much, Cosmic. I really appreciate that. Ah, I think I found our jet engines. I'm not even sure what they're called in Star Wars. Those are really unique pieces too. I mean, I know what they're for, but I wonder if they're made for Star Wars or whether they're from other things in Lego. These are going to be some interesting builds, I think. The wings, I guess you can call them wings. Fins, stabilizers. Anybody have a quick link to one of those exploded illustrations of a A-wing starfighter from Star Wars? I was noticing this the other night when I was recording with Alistair, that I, as nerdy as I am, I tend not to remember like character names. I don't know the names of like parts of Star Wars ships. I know what the ships are called, but like in terms of like the super nerdy stuff, like I tend not to know all that stuff. Yet I would consider myself both a Star Trek and a Star Wars fan, but then like Alistair can like tell you what the model numbers of the starships are and like what class they are. It's impressive. Like there's a lot of knowledge there. Didn't know you also did Lego streams here, and happy to see you enjoying building. Thanks very much, Burl. Appreciate that. Welcome back. And it looks like you have a sub. If you want to connect your Discord and your Twitch, you can join the Discord, and there's a Lego channel there. And there's many other members of the community that that share Lego builds. Someone actually just put together the Ecto-1 from the new Ghostbusters film and shared pictures of that in the Discord, which is very cool. That's because Alistair's an uber nerd? Yeah. He's at HalCon right now, actually. I was just talking to Alistair, and via Alistair, I was sending dirty looks to Hannah. All in good fun. She looked very confused, which was my goal. Oh, the tiny pieces we have stumbled into. I shouldn't have said anything. I say this, and there's probably a ton of tiny pieces in the DeLorean. 1,800 pieces? There has to be some tiny stuff going on there. Latin can give you a basic understanding of most European languages. Spanish, Italian, French. But I'm not the big language guy. English is pretty much easy for me because I'm very similar to German dialect. Oh, okay. That's cool. I would be lost with something other than, like, Spanish and French are similar, but like when you get into the stuff like Italian or German, it's way over my head. I also have trouble with, like, Arabic languages. I really admire the people that are fluent in something really complicated, like Mandarin. Guess I should figure out where everything is before I start lining them all up. Finley the Dog Gaming, hello, welcome in. From Washington State. That's a little ways from Nova Scotia. It's an entire continent. Do you display your Lego after finished building? Yes. In a lot of cases, they are on my bookshelves in my living room. I'm in the process of trying to figure out what to do with all of it, because I usually only have room for like 2 or 3 pieces in the living room. So right now I've got the shuttle DeLorean, the Tidarium shuttle. I've got a AT-ST, a Y-wing, and Optimus Prime. And and the Luke Skywalker helmet that I did earlier this summer. It depends on the size. If I can put them in the bookshelves, like in amongst the books, then it works better than if I have to do like a bunch of them, like something that's really large that kind of needs to be on its own shelf. What I want to do is buy some either like acrylic stands or find plans for Lego stands. Because some ships, like the A-wing, are better if they are, I think, for example, displaying this sitting on a shelf, this would be much better, rather than being on a shelf, it would be better on a stand, kind of like in the air on an angle or something. And so I want to try to find something like that. I've seen some online, but they're usually a little expensive, so I've just been kind of like figuring out which options I want, and I also have to decide like which ships do I want to have displayed in my living room, and then which ships do I want to just throw in the studio. I am toying around with having a decent shot, so the odd time I'm on camera, when I do like Minecraft Live or some other kind of special event, if I did a face cam, I'd want to have a decent shot behind me because I don't have a green screen. And so having some of the Lego on display here in the studio would also be very cool, especially if I can get some light kits. I think that would be pretty epic. Eventually the DeLorean is more than likely going to be in my living room. The trouble with that, the DeLorean and some of the other kits, is that they get to be kind of big. So you got to find a place for them, you know? 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, thanks, Lo. Yeah. Yeah, I like the knolling of the pieces. I find that it especially for small kits like this, it kind of prolongs the play experience or the build experience, depending on how you want to look at it. But yeah, I like it. I think it's fun. It's a little tricky sometimes. I try to arrange things by both color, and then I'm trying to get like a nice clean shape with a bunch of perpendicular arrangements, but it's just a fun little brain teaser. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. See, like right away, I'm thinking like I could just put this circle piece in here. And this is just me being finicky on a Friday. These look like they could be like train wheels. They've got a groove in them like they could go on a track. That would be a really fun project if I had more room in my apartment, would be a Lego train. Trying to set something like that up would be fun. Yep, it is. It keeps it organized. What I like about the knolling too is that when you go to actually build the thing and go through the steps, I don't have to spend time like hunting for pieces. Like I can see everything very clearly, where it needs to be, where it needs to go. It gets a little tedious with these small bits. Usually at the end of a build, or if you're doing something really intricate, I find that this part with so many tiny pieces, hence the joke about, is it tiny Lego or is it big hands? Yeah, you can make the stands too, the stands for Lego ships, but you can buy them as well. Honestly, I'll probably just go with whichever looks best, right? And whichever does not involve like glue or any kind of like extra stuff like that. Like I just, you know, I saw someone do like a DIY on YouTube and I was like, that's cool and all, but like I'd rather have a little bit more control. All right, I'm calling that close enough. The rolly pieces really make it difficult too. Oh, this was, I think this is the character that was played by Carrie Fisher's daughter in the film. I recognize the hairstyle. One nice thing about these smaller kits is that the instruction books fit on screen a lot easier. The Optimus Prime book was like a magazine. Two of these. They're on the back, looks like. Right into the fancy green pieces. Oh, it's stickers. I guess I had a long enough break without the stickers. Oh, and now I've gone and destroyed everything. That's frustrating. That's what I imagine it's like having a cat. Uh, 9 and 10. Oh, this is gonna be hard. I wonder if it might be easier if I do it on the build. Did I do that? Did that wrong. But it means I can just flip it. Cat would have played with the pieces an hour ago? Yeah, no, understand. I'm allergic to cats anyway. I'm a dog person. Very much a dog person. Right. There's definitely an exercise in letting go, I think, in terms of trying to get these things exactly right. I really like the way that they use these pieces to create like the interesting shape of the cockpit by having these things kind of overlap the squares. I think it's very cool. And 2 of these. It's funny, normally these colored pieces end up being like the last thing that you do is like the highlights, but I guess because it's going underneath the canopy, we have to do it now. Again, I like the kind of mustard yellow gold accents. That goes there. Oh, it does have landing gear. That's interesting. Or at least it looks like it has landing gear. And then this attaches the other way. So there's a little clip piece there we did several steps ago that these click into. Yeah, I'd say that's totally landing gear. It's neat. I don't know why, but I never got into dogs, although they are way easier to handle than cats. I think so too. I've had a series of friends and partners that have had dogs in the past, and I think that that experience has kind of turned me on to dogs more so than cats. I mean, again, plus I'm allergic to cats, so cats are just a no for me, even if I liked cats, which I don't. And I think a lot of the fact that I don't like cats is because of how they make me feel, which is not their fault, but it is what it is. And my best friend growing up, his family always had dogs, golden retrievers. I'm partial to Irish Wolfhounds and American Bullies, specifically like the pocket or classic American Bullies. The XLs are okay, but they're a lot of dog, and they have a lot more Cane Corso in them, and I prefer the more streamlined look. Platinum, have you written a book? Yes, I have. It's called Starcrossed Volume 1. You can check it out at joelduggan.com. Long Patrol, thanks very much for the follow. Appreciate it. All right, so that's the landing gear. And it looks like there's another one that's going to be in the front. So this is like the front ski type thing. I kind of wish it had an actual ski piece on it. That would be nice. It's weird that it faces backwards. So that's what that there was for. That we put in very early on. So there's your three-piece. Still pretty sturdy. Oh, looks like we're on to another bit. I also co-wrote and published Piper Thibodeau's first book, The Art of Piper Thibodeau, with Forge Publishing, which is the company that I used to run. But that's no longer available. We sold out, which is a good problem to have, but that was like 2017, I think. Starcrossed is old. Starcrossed is from 2012. Time flies, man. Oh, I see. This is the back of the ship. Cool. There's that, and this attaches back here. Oh, I see. Look, the two white pieces we put on earlier, we've got the angles going up against each other right there. That is tidy. I like that. Which shouldn't surprise any of you. All right, so now it looks like we're building the back jet. Neat. Okay. I need all 4 of these. So in terms of like brand new games that are coming up that people might want to see on the channel, if you've got any suggestions, feel free to put them here in chat or in Discord. I mean, Discord would be hard for me to see now, but, you know, put them both places, I guess is what I'm saying. Because I'd definitely be interested in taking some ideas. I see a lot of people playing some new city builder games, and I don't know if that's really kind of where I want to go. I wouldn't mind doing something a little bit different. I've been tempted, but I've been holding off from trying to get back into No Man's Sky. It is pretty popular right now because it's had that new update, which I don't remember the name of right now. That's a neat connection. That's really cool. So these all face sideways, but then when we take these and we put them on in this way, creates kind of like a cool arch shape. And that goes onto the back right here. That's cool. I like these little, like, build the little piece separately and then attach it to the main build. It's cool. Your PC can't handle No Man's Sky? Yeah, mine does okay with it. It'll be a little bit better now that I have more RAM. Oh, wow. This is the kind of stuff that just always amazes me. The fact that they use these axles to build such unique angles and attachment methods in Lego. We saw this a bit in Optimus Prime as well. His gun was like this. We had to build his gun on an axle. It was cool. Yeah, I've been jaded too much by No Man's Sky. Every time I try it, it always seems to let me down, and I'd like to try and play it both on PC and Xbox, but I have to figure out how to transfer my save from Steam, and it gets complicated, and I end up losing interest. Plus, I find the game a little frustrating. I know it's supposed to be a sandbox game, but I find that it pops up instructions temporarily on screen, which I find problematic. I want the things to be up there a little bit more permanently. Just trying to think about other games that I've seen that I might want to try. I wouldn't mind doing like an RPG or something. I think I'm shying away from any kind of competitive stuff online. That's cool looking. I like it when they do this where they have a color of pieces and they wrap it around a shape. It's very effective. All right, here we go. Engine time. Well, that's cool. I like how it frames everything. So these attach like this. Wow. Oh, did I miss a step? I think I missed a step. Probably supposed to have one of those right there. Yep. And we're back to stickers. Interesting that these are asymmetrical, because there's not identical stickers for each thing. The wings, they have them. And 8. Now these I always find really hard, because you're trying to guess like how to evenly put this on a really complicated shape. Most of the time I try to go right up against the edge. Doesn't always work out though. Have you ever tried EVE Online? No, I have not. I have not tried EVE Online. So we have to build another one of these. Ow. Yeah, if you pinch yourself on these, you'll know. The second one always goes together faster, I find anyway. I'm looking forward to Starfield, but Starfield is a really long way off. A lot of the games that I find the most interesting are a solid 2023 sort of situation. I'm looking ahead and trying to figure out what I can do to add some value to the stream by doing something here for like these bonus streams for hitting monthly stream goals, or I guess looking ahead to the holidays, because I usually have a couple weeks where we don't do any podcasts because we record ahead of time, and then I can spend a little bit more time just doing some chill, like longer streams or things like that. Yeah, these pieces that hang over the edge and allow you to attach Lego pieces on all 4 sides of something are really cool. I wonder what kind of executive decision from a design standpoint has to be made to like the very first time they made a piece, like this. I wonder whether there was like a discussion about like breaking the rules, or we've never done this before. Be very curious to see the history of these kind of funky pieces that then open up all kinds of building opportunity because of the the different angles they allow you to play with. One, two, three. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Did I do that wrong? Yes, I did. More break time? No, I think we're just gonna finish up the build, Cosmic. Thanks, though. We're really close. Cool. So then now we only have to do one sticker on that, which is one of the final stickers. Unless I put the wrong stickers on something. Anything with an edge you can line it up against is a lot easier. And then they go on the back here. How do these attach? Oh, I see. Okay. So there's these little spots in there, it looks like. They go in like that. And what's really interesting is that these little gray nubs that we put on, they are there to make sure that this doesn't go in straight, but goes in on an angle, because it's the only way it can go. And that's really interesting. So it basically eliminates kind of like any kind of discretion as to what angle these would be at. This little gray nub actually dictates that. And yes, I'm sure that nub is the technical term. 100%. Guaranteed. That is slick. Now it looks like we're making weapons. I always find this interesting. The way that they make like spaceship guns out of Lego pieces. Just piling a bunch of different rods and connections together. I was wondering what these round white pieces were going to be for. And these things are like lightsaber hilts and all kinds of interesting things. And they get used as interesting little attachments. I guess that's how it's supposed to look. As far as she goes. And then these go directly, looks like they go directly on the side. I'm not sure about the blue. I kind of feel like the blue is the wrong color choice there. I feel like they should have used a black one. Like the little blue hinge right there. I feel like that little piston, or whatever you want to call it, should be blue. Same thing with the brown. Brown's an odd choice too. I feel like black would be a stronger choice there. I don't know why that wouldn't be an obvious choice, but... Oh, now we got to put stickers on the clear plastic thing. Goody. To find out how well these are measured out. This is going to have fingerprints all over it by the time I'm done. Not bad, not bad, not bad. It does look cool. Not quite even, but at least they're both the same. So there's a couple of little clips that we put in early on. That just attaches that. I like how the sticker makes it look like it's part of the back there. That's cool. These are a little flimsy. Not crazy about that connection. I feel like that should be a tighter connection there. Like these wobbling around feels very odd to me. I'm not going to put those on. Cool. Nice. Well, that is the Resistance A-wing Starfighter, set 75248. And overall, pretty good. Overall, pretty good. I think, like I said, there's some wobbly connections, some odd color choices with the brown and the blue rivets, but not very impressive from the bottom, but none of the playsets usually have the bottom considered much. They're usually meant to just kind of like hang around. Cosmic Dancer with 1,000 bits. Another set done. Thanks very much. Really appreciate that. This is odd here too. I feel like that should have a more of a smoother connection. But yeah, so aside from the wobbly parts, still a cool shape. Still a cool shape. Really like the green stripe down the middle. I think that's a very cool idea. And the landing gear is kind of eh. But anyway, that's where we're going to have to wrap things up. I am going to try to pass you on to somebody else streaming. Probably another Minecraft streamer, because there seems to be a heavy Minecraft contingent here. VR Gamer for Life with 100 bits. Thanks very much. Appreciate that. And you're welcome, Low. Of course, always happy to deliver a nice chill stream on a Friday. There are a number of podcasts to check out. I am in the process of editing and publishing the Citadel Cafe this week. That should be out either today or tomorrow. Spawn Chunks, of course, had a new episode on Monday past. That is now out on all of our platforms. And we are recording with our Patreon crew tomorrow at 10 o'clock Atlantic. That's UTC -3 for the monthly Minecraft Hangout. That will be an extended chat because we're going to be talking with the community about Minecraft Live as well. You can tune in tomorrow at 1 o'clock Atlantic for my Minecraft stream. That might get pushed back a little bit because I will have to go eat after my recording tomorrow morning. Between recording and streaming, I'll have to go grab brunch. So it might be like a 1:30 or a 2 o'clock start tomorrow, but should be okay. That is, of course, yeah, we're going to be back in Minecraft tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday? Yeah, tomorrow's Saturday. Anyway, make sure you follow on social media, Joel Duggan across the board. You can also check out Patreon if you'd like to support there and join the Discord. And thank you to everybody that joined the Discord today, whether you got a gift sub and found your way into the Discord or if you decided to renew your sub. Thanks to Cosmic for moderating, and thanks to everyone for suggesting and supporting with bits. I truly appreciate it. I know we're in the middle of a hype train, but I do have to run. So we'll catch you all on the flip side. Very much appreciate it. I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye for now.